The sun was fierce in the afternoon sky as Amanda flipped her roasted corn on the fire. The smoke danced into the air, the aroma floating down the dusty road where children ran barefoot and traders shouted prices. Just a few feet away, her husband Chike was hard at work, repairing an old bicycle under a tree, wiping sweat from his brow with the back of his arm. They had little, almost nothing to be honest, but they had each other. No riches, no titles, no inheritance. Just faith, love, and hard work. Amanda's voice rose above the sounds of the street every night. She prayed with the sincerity of a woman who had seen too much lack and still believed in miracles. God, she whispered each night, please bless my husband. Give him away. Raise him up. Chike was a good man then, gentle, humble, and devoted to Amanda. They shared dreams in the darkness, speaking of better days like they were near. Chike would often say, Amanda, one day you won't have to sell corn under the sun. I'll take you to places you've never imagined. She would smile not for what he said, but for the sincerity in his eyes. Years passed. The prayers didn't stop. Then came the turning point. One afternoon, a black SUV broke down just outside their compound. Chike approached, offering help. The man behind the wheel, a city contractor, watched in awe as Chike fixed the car using only a wire and a broken plug. You're gifted, he said. Ever thought of working in the city? That was the beginning of a new chapter. Chike was invited to the city, trained, and introduced to people of influence. It wasn't long before he landed contracts, signed deals, and started his own auto business. In just a year, the poor bicycle repairman became a man of wealth and power. But with every step into luxury, Chike stepped away from Amanda. He bought new clothes, moved into a lavish apartment in town, and slowly began to distance himself from the woman who prayed him into success. First, he stopped coming home as often. Then he stopped introducing her as his wife. And then he just stopped trying. Amanda noticed the change. Her calls were ignored. Her questions met with irritation. One night, she traveled to the city, cooked his favorite meal and waited. Chike walked in with two well-dressed friends, looked at the food and laughed. What is this, Amanda? You brought village food into my home? He asked, pushing the plate away. Her heart shattered in that moment, but she said nothing. She simply gathered the food and left quietly. Chike began to live recklessly. Parties, women, pride. Amanda was forgotten, like an old cloth kept at the bottom of a drawer. Yet every night she still prayed. God, you blessed him. I leave him in your hands. Then came the storm. Deal went wrong. A signature on a contract cost Chike everything. His bank accounts were frozen. Vehicles were seized. The house gone. His name was dragged in the mud, and the so-called friends. They disappeared like smoke. Chike went from boardrooms to begging. He wandered the streets of Lagos, searching for help, for mercy. Some laughed. Others mocked him. Isn't this the mighty Chike, they said. The one who forgot where he came from. Meanwhile, Amanda, the woman once mocked, was being remembered by heaven. A woman she had helped years ago, one who came to her corn stand without money, recognized Amanda at the market. You helped me when I had nothing, the woman said. Now I run a logistics firm. Come work with me. Amanda accepted with humility. She worked hard, staying late, learning fast. Within months she was promoted. She earned more than Chike had ever imagined. She bought a modest house, not for show, but for peace. One day, Chike, now wearing torn slippers and a faded shirt, saw Amanda step out of a black SUV. He almost didn't recognize her. Elegant, confident, full of grace. His heart broke as he realized what he had thrown away. He followed her quietly to her gate and knocked. She opened the door and stared in disbelief. Chike, she asked, her voice trembling. He knelt. Amanda. Sorry. I was blind. I lost everything. I don't deserve your kindness, but please, forgive me. Tears filled her eyes. She didn't speak right away. Then softly she said, I forgave you the day you stopped answering my calls. She welcomed him in, fed him, Let him sleep in peace. From that day Chike started again. Lowly, humbly. He took small mechanic jobs. Amanda encouraged him, not because she had to, but because her love had never been for sale. Months later, Amanda discovered she was pregnant. The news brought tears to Chike's eyes. He held her hands and said, "Thank you for never giving up on me." 9 months passed. On a quiet morning, Amanda gave birth to twins, a boy and a girl. Their laughter soon filled the home. Chike would play with the children, often pausing to watch Amanda in awe. "You are my miracle," he would say. He learned to love her deeply, genuinely, to honor her, respect her, protect her. Amanda never brought up the past. She never reminded him of his failure. Instead, she focused on the future they were building together. Their family became a testimony of grace, forgiveness, and second chances. And now, to every man listening, never forget the woman who stood by you when you had nothing. Her love is not weakness, it's strength. Her prayers are not empty, they are the seeds of your future. Treat your wife with love, care, and honor. Wealth can fail. Business can collapse. But a woman who stands with you in the storm is a blessing from God. Don't wait for karma to teach you what wisdom could have told you early. Value her. Lift her. Listen to her. Stand with her. Because when the rain falls again, may it find your home full of peace, love, and the kind of joy money can never buy. Please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like and share our videos.